Hey guys, Rombo here. I hope you guys had a good day today. Some were up, some were down. I'm kind of going to be going through some of the picks that I have today quickly so I could have at the end of the day um, to tell you about, just give you a lesson that even the good traders have to remind themselves that is following the rules, following your trade plan, and not get emotional. So, with that said, um, let's start off with Sybil here. Sybil just OTC like red candles as the price goes up. It's just bizarre, but that's the OTC for you. Candles are smaller. Um, we do have a downward resistance line here. We are overall with Andrew's pitchfork, we're in the average area, which does act as resistance, and overall with the deviations, we are up above the 2.5 deviation line here. So we're up a little high. It would be nice to have a little retracement here, but we're definitely setting in higher highs and higher lows. So that's a good sign. I like to see it come back to maybe 448 or something like that, and then continue its way up to the top side of the pitchfork. So Sybil looking very good. Fern, on the other hand, we just started. Now look at this. This is nice. We'll get back to this. This is Andrew's pitchfork, or I'm sorry, a cup and handle indicator that I got from Fun with Think script. And look what happened. Very nice. That doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it is an indication that there's a possibility. Um, but overall, we had a nice little jump up. Now we're just having a little retracement, and maybe we might work our way back down here and bounce back off and make our next move up to the top side, or at least for the average price of the move right here. So that would be nice. We again could continue down. If we break the pitchfork here, that means that we are in a continuing this downtrend right here. But we did break over this resistance line, so I'm thinking that we just might consolidate maybe a little bit and move back forward with Fern. So that's what we have for Fern. Eyeless, again, just looking very strong here. We bounced off that bottom of the pitchfork, and now we're working our way up to the average. I We do have this topping tail right on the 2.5 deviation here, so we might see a little retracement here with Eyeless the rest of the week, or it could just bust through and then maybe get back to the 0.4619 area or so. We'll wait and see. It was a pretty good retracement, so this does have some momentum. So this could easily just continue upward. So things are looking good with Eyeless. LGBS continuing down this downtrend, just staying underneath it. I personally have got a target area right here of where it's going to have to do one of two things. It's either going to really come down, or I believe it will then finally bounce off this support, break this resistance, and start an uptrend. Just waiting for that one. Great company, so just looking at that one. MJWL. Here's the close up or vacuum move, as I call it. Here's the overall move. I have Andrew's pitchfork set up here and here. And then within this whole thing, we have this little move here. Here's the average high, here's the low, and we broke through the median. So MJWL looking very, very strong. Let's see if we could bust through that. If we get through the top of this Andrew's pitchfork, guys, then it's looking really good. We do have resistance on the one deviation here, so we could see a move up to 1844ish, somewhere around there, and then maybe we'll see a retracement back down, which would be just fine. And if we see then it continue upward here, that might be a really good dip buy opportunity as we are on the way up with MJWL. And then one that I just want to bring up, speaking of cup and handle here real quick, that I just just thought of Fern reminded me of this one. Um, this is SYPR. SYPR, if you look, has a cup and handle. So it did today break the handle, which usually is resistance. I'm going to be conservative on this. No, I didn't get in right after it broke the resistance. I let the candle finish, and then I'm going to see what happens tomorrow. More conservative. I mean, we have resistance at 447 and 462. So if we there's a you could scalp it from 425 up here. I believe that might it's not exactly a high risk reward ratio, but you could do that if you want. Play it up to 458 maybe. Me personally, I'm gonna wait for it to break 458. Get clear of everything. Nothing but blue sky here. And the only resistance would be then the deviations line. We do have some resistance here and here at the first deviation. So like MJWL, we might see it and bounce down a little bit, maybe retest the zero point 0.5 deviation before continuing upward. But this has a chance of getting up to $7. Again, I'm not an advisor. I'm just an old man looking at monitors in my bedroom in a dark corner. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada. So, but I just thought I'd give you a shout out for that. And I'm not guaranteeing anything. There's been plenty of times where this cup and handle indicator comes on and it just consolidates and even goes down. So these aren't guarantees. They're just indications of what might happen, of possibilities. But definitely if we do break this resistance here, especially the 464, this candle right here, this resistance, there's nothing here, guys. So I mean, you can consider maybe the bottom of this candle resistance at $5. It's just looking like it's a really good play. So, and speaking of gap fills, lesson time now. I had to eat some humble pie today. Many lessons broken, or I'm sorry, many lessons relearned, and many rules broken. And when you break the rules, you always get just about 100% of the time you learn a lesson, and it's a hard one. You lose money. The play, I got into options here. Right here, I figured that it was coming up. It looked really promising. We were just at this resistance right here. We were a little aggressive, but we got in thinking that it's going to get past this resistance and fill this gap. The option price is really cheap, so it looked good. Well, it just tanked. I get stopped out, lose some money, and now it sits in my craw. Emotional lesson number 1: you do not do. You act like a computer. You don't have your emotions play with you. Well, rule number 2: revenge. It's a silly, stupid thing, but it happens in stocks. I've heard people, I lost money on Apple, gosh dang it, and now I'm going to get that money back. Well, first of all, Apple's a company. These are companies, they're not people. They didn't jump in your pocket and steal your money out, okay? So just get that kind of thinking out of your head. You lost money from that stock, big deal. You lost money on plenty of other stocks. Don't get vengeful and say, gosh dang it, I'm going to get that money back from this stock. That's just silly, because then that gets you into all kinds of other crazy thinking, that like you're going to force yourself into a trade. You're going to look for reasons to get into it instead of looking for reasons not to get into it. You always want to go through your checklist and find reasons why not to get into a stock. Believe me, that will make you a lot of money and will save you from losing a lot of money. Well, revenge, number 1, even though I'm going to have revenge, none of that, but it just, stuck in my craw. And with that said, the price started going up. And I'm like, okay. Still has that gap there to fill. I'm not in the options, but I'm gonna take a look at this. It had this big day. Oh, look, we got close. Bounce back down. Hmm. Bounce back down off of resistance the first time. Second time we break through it, and then oh yeah, right. Then I'm just thinking of what color my Lambo is going to be, and blah 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 blah. And so then today starts with that already in the back of my mind, getting all excited. Um, and what happens? Does this happen early in the day? No. This is the finished candle, right? At the beginning of the day, it looked like that. Matter of fact, it looked like that. Big, big blue candle. Here we go. It broke the resistance. I'm going to get in. Well, rule number 2, one that you heard me say on this video many, many times, and what I say in the Discord over and over and over, especially, when we're day trading and we're on the minute candle. Resistance. It comes up. People get excited. I'm like, guys, let the candle finish. And then you wait for the next candle. And if it starts green and starts moving away from the resistance, then there's your confirmation. You go in. Right? Well, I just took away that nice blue candle and let the candle finish. I get excited. I get in. Look what happens. Now I'm holding bags. My stop loss is here. We're still in an uptrend. All right, so we getting back to patience again, right? Well, now we'll see if patience pays off, or I pay the price again for revenge, getting in too early, getting emotional, not letting the candle finish. Now this is a daily chart, so each candle's a day. I have to wait for this whole candle to finish. Now, if I did that, if I was patient, was disciplined, obeyed the rules, I would have came back tonight, I would have saw this and went, oh, okay, oh, wait for tomorrow, see what happens tomorrow. Oh, hey, it broke, and now let's say tomorrow finishes like that right here. Or I don't care, let's say it finishes way up here. Ah, I get in here and I make that move right here. Okay. Oh no, I missed out on this part. So what? Look what I made, right? Or tomorrow goes like this, and then the day after and day after day after, it bounces, and then maybe it comes up, and then it breaks, and then it goes, right? So patience pays off, guys. Now, my patience might still pay off. It still might break, or it just might continue to tank, and we're done with this move. Just like back here, there's some guys I'll guarantee you got in right here, getting ready, and they've been waiting all this time, and well, they probably sold here, finally got rid of their bags, hopefully. But so lessons learned, guys. The best of them get burned sometimes, and usually that's because they break the rules and they're not patient. 2 big rules that you should have at the top of your monitor: do a print screen, put it on the wall behind your monitor, something like that. Just little things like that pay off. I have little stickers, sticky notes. Look at the momentum monitor on when I'm making a day trade, because it helps me to look to see on the multi time frame. Everything's green versus or maybe they're starting to turn red, and that will keep me out of a trade because things are starting to go south. And when I look at those things, and I'm patient, I'm calm, and I'm like a computer. I go through my checklist. I look at my little notes. Oh yeah, that's right. Check the momentum monitor. There it is right there. Oh, okay, yep, everything's green. That's good to go. Okay, yeah, that might take another 5, 6 seconds. It might cost you 2 or 3 cents, maybe. But in the long run, that's going to keep you out of bad trades and it's going to help you confirm good ones. And that's what you want to do. Computer, not emotion. Just, oh man, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, oh no. So, um, then you get in and it's like, oh no, what happened? Why did this happen? Right when I bought in, it goes red. Well, yeah, because you got emotional and you forgot to look left, forgot to go to the bigger chart, and you saw a big resistance right there, and you bought right into it because you let your emotion get the best of you, and it makes you forget rules and makes you not go through your checklist, and then you get burned by it. So um, just thought I'd throw that out to you and show you that the best of us always screw up too, and then it's just a matter of minimalizing losses, still going according to your plan, and taking your lumps and move on to the next play. So, with that said, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this. I'm sorry it went a little long, but I thought that this was an important lesson. And I hope you have a good night. And remember, act like a computer. We trade like computers, not emotional people. And then we make money. Bye, you guys. Take care.